Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for a anime first impression video, and this is a retro one. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is going to be on Maiden Rose. This is a series that is both sub and dub on hidive. I'm going to be honest, this anime itself it's interesting. It's I guess that's not the best way to just summarize it. It goes beyond what we think it is, and I hope they actually build more on the actual characters and get more depth on it. But if it is all that we have in this first episode, then it might not be as good as I think it is. So I guess we'll go from there for now. Before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel. Again, this is Rozen Maiden, and this released a few years ago, quite a bit ago. I'll tell you right now, 2004, so 20 years ago, and this is why I consider it retro. It does have the animation of 90s almost, but obviously early 2000s, close to 90s, whatever. It's the same thing, right? Not really. Before anything, guys, if you haven't done so, like I said, do subscribe, comment, like, and share, because that helps tremendously. And let's talk about this series. So first of all, this series has a lot to it. First season, 12 episodes, 2004. The manga itself started releasing in 2002 and didn't finish until after the second season finished. So second season came out in 2005 and the manga ended in 2007. And then we have a little overture, or like a little additional episodes that released in 2006 as well, before the manga ended. And the manga again got another 3 volumes in 2011 through 14. We got another series, I guess consider this third season of 13 episodes, and the manga had another series called Rozen Maiden 0, which I guess is a prequel, and got 4 more volumes in 2016 through 2019, which is, it just basically ended 4 or 5 years ago, which is crazy to think about, but that's the numbers we got, right? We follow the story of June. I think June is really the main character. I like the name because even though in Japanese it is a male name, in English it is more of a unisex name, and I gave this to my daughter as her middle name as a tribute to my dad. My dad is named Juan, so I called my daughter June in her middle name. So anyways, June is a shut-in. He doesn't want to deal with in life, and he has a sticky relationship with his sister. Particularly doesn't want to talk to anyone, and this includes his family members. Sister tries her best to really encourage him to not be the shut-in and to enjoy life as much as possible, but he is just, it gets to a point where he almost seems like a brat about it, to be honest, which is upsetting, to be honest, but it's just, it's his character. Now he likes collecting different weird things, voodoo dolls and of sorts and stuff like that, and he ends up with this box, and in this box there is this doll. Now she does come out in the beginning of the episode, and it's very weird and confusing. We don't really know what really happened, to be honest, but all we know is that she is possessed, and she ends up showing up in this boy's room. And yeah, I mean, there's a quick turn of anime. Like, it goes from serious to a little bit more funny. There's a character that shows up, another doll that shows up to try to kill him, and his dolls, voodoo dolls, defend him, and he ends up being forced to make a contract with this doll, who seems to be like an angel of death, I think is what they say, Migu, and he's now forced to be basically her servant. Then after that, there's this whole situation with his sister. He's being rude to her. She's like, you need to be better to your sister. And that's kind of how the episode ends, is him actually coming to believe that his sister doesn't mean harm in what she's doing, but it's coming out of love, which I think this is what I was meaning in the beginning of the review, is that there's a more serious tone to it of he definitely was in a darker space. At one point she mentioned school and he just blows up about it. So he is probably being bullied or something, but he feels like he's lonely. And I think he was coming to a point where it was almost of no return, and his sister was noticing, and he himself needed savior. And this came out to be out of the doll saving him, but also he needed to realize it himself that he needed help, and because he now has help, he can now hopefully have a better life in the future. It is a very serious note. We don't know exactly why he's a shut-in, but most shut-ins end up being shut-ins because of being bullied, and it is something that should not be seen as weird, but as almost a beacon call of help, which we don't get the clear message here, but I feel like eventually, as the series goes, we will. So I'm excited to see where the series continues going, and I hope it goes where we get a little bit more serious notes, not just comedy left and right, but we'll have to see. For now, I'm watching it on hidive. It is dubbed and subbed. I watched the first episode subbed, but I think I'm going to switch to dub to kind of enjoy it more while I'm doing other stuff. So yeah, go check it out. I believe that they also have second season. I'm not sure if they have the third season, but they do have the second season as well there, so I will be watching it as well. Go check it out, guys. This is a retro or older anime, so do give it some compassion when it comes to the animation. It is in that time where for like 8 years anime didn't really change too much, so other than the aspect of it, so just be forgiving. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.